Hey everybody, so today is my 1 month anniversary since breaking my leg at the skate park. Woo! So I just wanted to hop on and give you an update and show you where I'm at and how things have been going. So I'm just gonna hop right to it. I'm gonna get up and show you how I'm walking these days. By the way, very much a lot easier to get up now because I can put weight on my leg, and as you can see, I'm hobbling around. So, one crutch, not two anymore. And I'm walking. So I'm working on making sure that my heel is touching the floor first, which is still, in work of progress. If I go a little bit too fast, my foot gets pretty flat, and that's not what they want to see. So working on that. But overall, I can actually pretty much walk without my crutch. So you can see it's not as pretty when I'm not walking with a crutch, but I'm doing it. So 4 weeks and a few days, and I'm up and walking. So my goal is to be off of crutches at the end of April. So I have like a week and a half left. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but if I don't hit it at that point, my goal really, my last end goal was to be off of crutches 2 months after my break. So hopefully that will happen. As you can see, it's doing pretty well. It doesn't really bother me when I'm walking too much. The only bad part is if I'm up for too much, it starts to swell still, which is normal, I guess. They say sometimes 6 to 8 weeks sometimes for the swelling. I think they're pretty much about right on that. So right now, if I'm up for too long, it does still swell, specifically around my ankle and where the tibia break was. So still working on making that longer. I'm not icing as much like I was. I am still elevating all the time and then icing overnight and 1 to 2 times during the day, whereas before I pretty much had to keep ice on my leg constantly. So that part is doing much better. I'm gonna go ahead and show you my leg so you can see how it's doing. Right, so here's the main incision point where they nail the rod down in there. And here is the one where the 2 screws went in. So those both had internal stitches as well as staples. So there is 20 staples in there as well. That is not from this, by the way. That is from a scrimmage about a month and a half before this. Bruising, almost gone, finally. So you can see 4 weeks and some odd days, and my bruises are finally going away. Down here, these are where the stitches were, so they're still pretty ugly. And then the top one's even worse. It's still got a little divot and scab in there that hasn't came off yet. So hopefully that'll heal up soon. And then here's the other side where the fibula broke, and bruising is almost gone, finally. So that's about how long it takes me after breaking, apparently, is some 4 weeks and a few days since the break. So overall, leg is doing pretty well. I still have, specifically around the incision points, I have numbness. I don't really have sensation there, so that can be quite odd. Shaving and things are kind of weird. The other thing is I started to now get some shooting pain sensations, specifically where my screws are. I heard that's kind of normal, so hopefully that will go away. As far as other pain is concerned, especially at nighttime, I have what seems to be like a constant muscle cramp in my entire leg. So I've really been working on like massaging my leg and trying to get that to die down without having to take pain pill all the time, because it just hurts. It doesn't really hurt, it's just more like annoying, and you can't really fall asleep with it. I don't really know how to explain it unless you've had like calf cramps and things like that, and then the after effect of that feeling after you've had a muscle cramp, that's what it feels like all the time. So not a very good sensation to have all the time. So working on figuring out how to eliminate that a little bit. I'm going to show you some stretches. So physical therapy, this is my 2nd full week that I've been going. I did see the doctor last week, and she was very impressed with where I was. And so she actually switched my routine up a little bit this week and made it a little bit more difficult. So a couple of the things that I can't show you that we're doing, she has me on the stationary bike for 10 minutes every time I go. We also have, I don't know what it's called, it's not a Bose, it's a hard board that like has a balancer on it. So I have to step on the foot mark, and then you rotate your foot forward, backward, side to side, and then around, and you do it around both ways. So the one going around to the left is much more difficult for me. I don't really have a great range of motion that way currently. So that's something we're working on every time. So those, and I also added leg press actually. So the one where you lay down on the bench and it has like a flat thing and you push yourself away from the platform, I started that as well yesterday. So those are a few things that we're doing that I can't show you, but I am going to show you a couple other things that she had me start. So as far as standing up is concerned, a few basic ones that she has me doing, I will come back here. Marching in place, so trying to just get your movement going. A couple other ones is just the stretch along the calf muscle, and then with it forwards, bending down this way, which this is a lot harder for me. It really stretches this area here, and it pulls right on where that fibula is broke, so that one's a little bit more difficult. Tandem stationary balance, so putting one foot in front of the other and balancing like this, which was pretty easy. I guess skating has helped with my balance a lot because I don't really have an issue with that one. And then basic squats, so not all the way down squats, but like half squats, just to get my knee moving. So those are some of the stand-up ones that she has me doing right now. So if your leg has been broke, try those things if you're a little bit further along. But I'm still working on range of motion. That is still the hardest part. Like I said, I was at negative, I think it was 31, and I went down to negative 19. So she was very happy on my week progress as far as the flexion backwards is concerned. But I'll show you where I'm at, and let me bend this camera down a little bit so you can see. If I can get my camera, hold on 1 minute, let me get this adjusted so it doesn't tip over. All right, there we go. So doing this, they were very happy with this part. I don't have any gap under here. And I'm also able to do leg lifts with 0 lag, which is what they look at. So that is one of the exercises I have to do. I put my leg up, bend back, flex my foot as much as possible, and then do leg lifts to strengthen my quads. So I have to do 30 of those every time I'm there, and every set I do at home. I also have to do backwards, so laying on your side with your hip forward and your leg back, doing leg lifts that way. They added weight to that at my last session, so, but I didn't add it at home yet because it's just like a 2-pound weight or something. It was hardly nothing. So that one, I was also on my back doing butt lift pretty much, but that one got removed from the last time. The biggest one is still flexion, so using a towel or your belt, doing the pull on your leg. So when you're like this, this is what your foot would normally look like, most people, right away, but this is after me helping it along. I'm at 0 degrees pretty much. So right now I'm at negative 19 degrees without help, and I can get to 0 with help. So I have a lot more improvement to go, but she was very happy with where I was on that one. The other one that I have to do is like this, and lift up to help the bottom part of the calf muscle. And then they've also started adding in the TheraBands. I don't know if you guys have these, but I have the green one, and I was kind of excited I have a green one because that's the one that they used on me, so I could come home and do that one too. But pretty much you would put it around your foot. I actually did both sides of this, so I had 2, but I'll just show you the basics of it. So again, like this, and you're stretching and you're pushing away, which I'm pretty good at this movement. It's the other movement that sucks. So that one, and then I had Shane hold this for me last night, but off to the side and you push out, and then off to this side and you pull in. So those are the 3 for those exercises that you do. So, all right, that's the basics of my stretches from physical therapy. Still doing the alphabet with my foot. Still pulling my foot in as much as possible. I don't know if I showed you that, but like if you were sitting someplace and you're just sitting down, you would use your other leg to help you, and you push your foot in as much as possible with keeping your heel and your foot completely flat. That one's still pretty difficult for me, but I'm working on it. So, all right, I think that's it. Pretty good progress update. I'm almost walking around. I'm doing really good at physical therapy. I have my next follow-up appointment with the ortho May 1st. So the rest of this week, one more week, and then I go back to the doctor. So hopefully they give me some good news, and hopefully she's happy with where I've progressed in the last 4 weeks as well. So other than that, still driving around. Haven't been taking very many pain pills. I have taken a couple at night sometimes when it's really swollen. But other than that, I'm not really taking any pain pills, just the normal vitamins and stuff that they have me taking still. Physical therapy is 3 times a week, and working on all of that. So, all right. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will give you as much information as I can. Derby's going well. My team has not lost a game yet. Sucks I can't play with them, and I'm really looking forward to get back on my skates again, but I'm still participating and helping all the newbies out and coaching them and attending practice. So keep it up, Capital City Crushers. Kick ass, and hopefully I will be on the track soon. So, all right, talk to you guys later. Thank you.